Night of the Living Jam.
Oh, just listen to this guitar solo though. It's like the nastiest, funkiest thing in the world. Eat your heart out, Dan Auerbach. Auerbach. I don't know how to say your name. That keys guy.
So we are here with Jack Whittle in his little studio slash furnace room slash nook slash what he doesn't want to call it the nerve center, even though Nigel had specifically said nerve center, but that's okay.
I record a lot of small things here, and we will overdub that onto larger rhythm tracks with drum sets and stuff that we record live at Mark Adrian's studio. I don't mix or master nothing. I don't know what I'm doing. I could record fine though.
It was obvious that you know what you're doing with what you're doing.
Yeah, totally. I agree with you.
Awesome. I like it when people agree with me.
Nice.
So let's go back. Let's rewind. Tell me about your childhood.
Lived in South Chicago suburbs as a kid. Moved to Dyer, Indiana when I was maybe 10, approximately 10. Did saxophone throughout middle school and grade school.
I did not expect to hear that.
Yeah, it was fun. I think some formative experiences for me musically would be my father used to take me to a lot of festivals, a lot of free festivals in Chicago, Chicago area. They have blues festivals, jazz, Celtic. He took me to Celtic festivals, all the free stuff.
So when did you pick up a guitar?
Around 16. Okay. I wanted to earlier, but my parents would not buy me one. So I saved up some money, so I paid for half of it, they paid for the other half, and I got a cheap Epiphone acoustic.
Do you still have that guitar?
Nope, it's trash. I'm not very sentimental about equipment anymore. The bridge literally like peeled off the guitar from the tension of the strings. It was unusable after a while. Got an electric soon after that, which was really cool. I like electric guitar a lot.
I can tell the faces you make when you're playing electric versus acoustic. There's a lot more animation when you have the electricity. Hey!
Hey everyone!
Hey everyone!
Night of the Living Jam. Nigel David.
MK, Night of Living Jam!
Yikes, man. Guess who we have?
Whittle?
And Benny.
Benny Piazza? Benny Piazza?
The Boomba guy, right?
Oh my god!
And
I've seen him so many times at Open Mic Night.
These guys are gonna jam out a little bit, so hey.
Yeah.
Why don't we enjoy this?
I'm gonna.
Guys, take it away.
by. Yeah, my heart, my soul, my mind being transformed. Well, I'm feeling lonesome, but we talking every day. You've been on the road, my mind hasn't gone astray. I love you and I need you. Wish I was there, sweet. Yeah, soon enough we gonna sit down. It's a nice cabaret. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. I know you gonna be gone for a while. I'm gonna call and send you letters. Ain't no one treat you better. Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Hey everybody, it's MK right here with Jack Whittle and Benny Piazza. We just heard a really awesome song called Have Faith off of the new Jack Whittle album, self-titled Jack Whittle. And I would really like to know, how did you come about with the lyrics in that? Because it was a very sweet song.
Thank you, Monica. That one was easy because it's like mostly real. It's about my girl Denise.
Oh, ow, almost 3 years. Oh, that's awesome.
I know. Hot, shake and shout, girl. Gonna be a real nice guy. Yeah, my baby coming home. It's a lot about her being away and trying to make it work. So it's kind of a big part of the relationship in a way.
Yeah,
You know, long distance and working with that,
yeah.
which is kind of tough sometimes, kind of weird, but. So, and I guess the other inspiration, other than that, there's some religious imagery in there.
Yes.
And I'm not a particularly religious person, but I love gospel music, and it's important to me. Melodically, it came from a inverted version of a Little Walter song, My Babe. Do do ba-doom, do do do. Rhythmically, I was like, this needs a New Orleans groove.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Benny, play a New Orleans thing. We are the doctors, we gon' see if you just believe in me. Hey, faith.
Are you gonna introduce me, Monica?
I was just about to, actually.
Tell people.
This
who I
is
am.
Benny Piazza, drummer
You already
extraordinaire.
know.
Could you tell us a little bit about your boomba self?
I do drums at Fireworks. That's where the boomba came from. And I play drums mostly for Jack Whittle. Sometimes I freelance when we're not working.
How
And
long have you been playing with Jack?
Going on 2 years.
Going on 2 years.
Yeah. And
It's
what a
kind of a long
ride.
time for a band, honestly.
What a ride it's been. And we're just getting started too.
Well, thanks for being here with us today, guys. That was so much fun talking to you.
Thank you, Night of the Living Jazz.
Night of the Living Jam! I can't even eat Campbell's soup. It's so gross. And it makes me sick.
I've been playing drums since I was 9 years old. When the band director in 4th grade told me I should think about being a drummer, I was sure my mom would shoot me down, but instead she gave me a spatula and a wooden spoon to see if I could keep time with the Genesis record. And since then, drumming has been my calling. But I first met Jack at a jam, the Regionale Jazz Jam. I remember I was sitting next to...
Is this a story time?
Yeah.
Yay, story
I was sitting
time!
next to Sherry Brandt, who's one of my old guru ladies, and a sweet angel. And Jack walks in with his guitar. She's like, oh, that's Jack Whittle. And every now and then I would see him at jams on the blues scene, which I thought was pretty impressive and cool because what's this, 2 Indiana guys hanging up here in the city. And then when the pandemic happened, lost all my gigs. I was delivering pizzas, working for a liquor store, and shooting fireworks. And then Jack started twisting my arm about joining his band, and I resisted at first because I had my own Tuesday gig, but then it just made sense to move out here, start teaching again, playing, and it's been really good. One thing I like about this group is we listen to each other a lot and try to build things, and a lot of times we'll have those magic moments of synchronicity where I just know the fill that Jack's gonna do and we just hit it. So that's a treat. Because it's rare,
It is.
Not every band has that.
We're gonna switch things up, get this jam started. Make sure you take your trouble behind the bar. My girl coming late, smelling like reefer. She's a lot of trouble, but I think I'll keep her. She goes out walking in stiletto heels, but a boy can't handle the way he feels. No boy can't handle the way he feels.
Second.
Now I want to make chili.
Wait, I got a whole pocket of chili.
Yeah, wait a minute. Who put this burrito in here?
Are you gonna use those?
No, I don't
Can
know.
I have those?
Yeah.
They're perfectly dry.
Don't touch your eyes.
We're gonna start out with actually the biggest question of them all, right? The philosophy that you have behind the music that you create.
I don't know if I consciously think about it that much, but I'm always trying to pay homage to old American music, sort of early rock and before rock, including in where it started for me, blues, then country, soul, jazz.
Yeah.
I just think it's very important music. I think there's more we can find in it and do with the format of those genres.
So question number 2. What was the first music album that you owned?
Nellyville by Nelly. Hot in Here. The Band-Aids on your cheeks for,
Yes.
for like a style choice.
It's
Yeah.
What is the book that you have read the most number of times?
I'll just give you an author, I guess, Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
I've read a lot of his stuff. Comics, novels, kids'
So then what would
books.
be your one of your favorite titles that you read from him?
Sandman. I didn't probably understand half of it or 75% of it, but I'm like, there's something here.
Yeah.
And it's weird, and it's dark, and it's cool. I like it.
How old were you when you wrote your first song?
Probably, let's think, 20.
Okay.
20. I didn't get a guitar till I was 16,
You make up for
like
it.
middle school band and stuff.
Yeah.
before that, which was cool, but after a guitar, after a few years, then I started trying to write some music.
What was the first thing you wrote?
Probably, well, just melodies at first. Music comes to me first before lyrics.
Okay.
Lyrics are tougher for me.
If you were to ask me a question, what question would you ask?
Oh, that's awesome. What's a project you've done, I guess, recently that you're proud of?
Ooh, I have actually gotten to do a lot of things recently that I'm very proud of, both in my personal life and on the show, because we got to be on the radio, and that's a bucket list thing. I literally just sold 2 paintings the day that I finished them. I don't know if it's like art, I just go with my gut. So if people like what I'm doing, I just keep doing it. You know, but yeah, I get to do bucket list stuff now, yay!
Yay!
Okay, so this is the last question. Can you tell us a little bit about your album?
9 tracks, 8 original, 1 traditional number. Written mostly by me and James Guetta. Favorite songwriter in the area, for
He is
sure.
a very good artist. I've heard him play quite a few times.
That's awesome.
That was awesome. Cheers.
Thank you very much for watching Night of the Living Jam. This is the Spaniard. Hasta la luego.